All right, let me paint you a nightmare scenario. It's the biggest launch of your entire year. Your book is flying off the virtual shelves, and then at midnight, bam, your KDP ads just flatline. Gone. You watch your beautiful sales graph and it just takes an immediate nosedive. And every single hour that ticks by, you're bleeding another £300 in lost royalties. Does this sound familiar? Has it ever happened to you? Because it has absolutely happened to me. And do you know the culprit? There is one microscopic toggle switch buried so deep in Amazon's billing labyrinth that it feels like an archaeological dig to find. It took me so long to go and find it, flip it back on, and then my campaigns, they roared back to life before my coffee had even finished dripping. Now, this is no joke. That's how fast this can turn around. So stick around with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to know exactly what toggle to find, the fastest way to fix it, and also the dead simple habit that is going to make sure that this disaster never ever happens to you again. So Amazon doesn't charge you every time someone clicks on your ad. Can you imagine the chaos? It would be a logistical nightmare. Instead, they use a clever but sometimes maddeningly confusing rolling billing threshold system. And yes, what on earth does that mean? It means they wait patiently until your ad spend hits a certain magic number, maybe £50 to start or even a tenner, and then they try to charge your payment method. So if your card goes through, fantastic. Your threshold often gets a nice little bump to maybe £150, maybe £200, possibly even up to £350, and sometimes even all the way to £500 if you are a consistent spender. But here's where the trouble starts. The second your bank tells Amazon access is denied on that charge, whether it's £50 or £500, every single KDP campaign you have running stops cold. And the worst part is there is no warning email, no push notification, no frantic text message, just silence. Your Amazon ads dashboard might even lie to you and still show delivering. But trust me, your impressions have vanished and all that precious Amazon chart momentum you fought for has evaporated into thin air. Most authors, understandably, just sit there, panic refreshing the ads console, thinking it's a glitch. The smarter, faster move? You need to sprint, not walk, to one place. Your payment settings. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, the card you have on file is either expired, has been replaced, or the billing zip code is off by a single digit. It's the silent killer of ad campaigns. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been blindsided by this. Now, I actually decided to make a video about this because I've recently been through this and all my campaigns stopped. And it was so stressful. Let's now just get you to the fix. Let's not waste no time when your sales are on the line. First, I want you to pop into your Amazon ads console. See that little gear icon? It's usually hiding. Give it a click. That's it. Well done. Now from the drop down, you're going to select billings and payment. Simple enough. But then inside that section, you'll spot payment settings, and that, my friends, is your golden ticket. Once you're in, I want you to look for a big angry grey and red box. This box is your primary payment method. This is usually where your disaster has struck. So if you see the words failed or expired, congratulations, you have found the smoking gun, and that is the toggle. I want you to click edit. Now, here you really need to listen because we're not over. This next part here is critical. Go and grab the actual physical card that's in your purse or wallet right now, not the old one, and definitely not the one that you think you remember. Get the actual card and put it in your hand and carefully type in every single digit, double checking it as you go. Make absolutely certain that the billing address matches exactly where your bank sends you on your statements. I'm talking down to the comma after apartment 4, or the difference between street and ST dot. Amazon's system is incredibly picky. Hit save, and then right on the same page, you'll probably see a big button saying pay now for the outstanding balance. Click it. And once that payment goes through, your campaign should fire back up within minutes. You'll see the impressions starting to roll in again, often without you even having to touch a single bid or keyword. It's truly that fast. So why do good cards suddenly go bad? It is absolutely baffling. You've got a perfectly good credit card that works for everything else, but suddenly Amazon Ads treats it as though it's made of cardboard. So why do cards go bad in Amazon's system? There are usually a few suspects in this mystery. First up, the auto replacement card. Banks love to send these out every few years as a security measure. But for us, it's a huge pain. Sometimes it's just a new CVV code on the back of the card, but other times it's a completely new card number, expiration date, and Amazon's system, being a stickler for the rules, which sometimes, of course, we appreciate, sees this as an unverified change, and boom, the next charge fails. You might not even realise this has happened until your ads are dead in the water. Another common villain is a simple typo. We've all been there, updating details late at night, half asleep, just trying to get one more thing done. One wrong number, one tiny mistake in the address, and Amazon's fraud prevention system slams on the brake. It's not personal, it's just a robot protecting against fraud. But it definitely feels a bit personal when your sales are absolutely tanking. And then there's the classic debit card dilemma. A lot of authors try to use a debit card, especially if it has a Visa or a MasterCard logo and says credit on it. Here's the harsh truth. Amazon Ad almost always requires a true credit card. Why? Because a credit card is a line of credit, a guarantee of funds that a debit card simply doesn't offer. Amazon quietly rejects most debit cards for ads, even if they work perfectly for your other Amazon purchases. And it is a frustrating, very, very frustrating, but critical distinction. I actually once coached an author whose campaigns were paused for 2 solid weeks. And the reason is his bank had sent a new card and he'd simply forgotten to update the expiry month in Amazon's system. He lost his rank, he lost his crucial also bought connections, and he lost thousands in potential royalties, all over a single date. Don't let that be you. Now let me know in the comments, what's the worst billing nightmare you have ever had? Okay, so crises is currently averted. Now, how do we build a fortress around your ads so that this never, ever happens again? Whilst you're still inside payment settings, don't go anywhere. Look for an option to add backup payment method. This is your first and most powerful line of defense. Click it. Go ahead and add a second totally reliable credit card. And here's a pro tip for you. Make sure this card is from a different bank than your primary one. Think about it. If one bank has a system-wide outage, or if one card gets mistakenly flagged for fraud, your backup card from another bank can seamlessly take over and your ads keep on running. You do not want to miss a beat here. Okay, now here's a second hack, and this one is almost stupidly simple. Set a recurring calendar reminder, and you can do this right now. I have no issue with you pausing me. Open up your calendar and set a reminder for the last day of every year and name it Check Amazon Ads Card Expiry. It takes 5 seconds and it will, I promise you, save you a world of pain. So let's also, just whilst we're here, talk about staying ahead of the game. back to that main billing dashboard, you'll see a section called current balance. Think of this as your fuel gauge to your car. It's going to show you exactly how much you've spent since you were last successfully charged. If you see that you're getting close to, say, within 10 or 20 pounds of your highest billing threshold, remember that can be whatever. It could be up to £500. You should absolutely expect a charge to hit your card that night. And this is when it becomes mission critical, when you're scaling your ads aggressively. Let's say you've jacked up your daily budget from £20 to £200 a day, and you could blow through multiple billing thresholds in a single week or even in one day. It doesn't mean that anything is broken. It just means that Amazon want to get paid faster when you're spending faster. Keep that primary card ready for impact, double check that it's valid, and watch that current balance like a hawk. Because if that card fails, the whole vicious cycle starts over with that dreaded red failed label and frozen campaigns. Don't let a successful ad scale get in the way and sabotage with a simple billing hiccup. So if you want to manage all of this without any stress, you really need to check out my Notion marketing template. It is exactly the same system that I use to track all my ad campaigns, and it just basically, it keeps me on track. I've got a full video on it, but you can click in the link in the description. It means all my marketing tasks are there in one clean dashboard. There is no time for chaos. It has got ads, it has got social media, and the link is below. Grab it and turn your author marketing into a well-oiled machine. Okay, so let's just say the worst has happened, and despite your best efforts, you have missed a few days of sales. Maybe you were on holiday or just buried in writing. It happens. But do not despair. We can claw this back. What's your go-to recovery move after an ad pause? Share your secrets with everyone below. So first up, and this is non-negotiable, you still have to perform the card update we just talked about. Your campaigns are dead until that payment method is fixed and valid. The moment you fix it, your existing campaigns will spring back to life. Second, to get your traction back fast, here's a pro move. Duplicate your top performing campaigns. And why would you duplicate? Because sometimes a brand new campaign gets a fresh, favorable look from the Amazon algorithm. But here is the kicker. Set a slightly higher bid on these new duplicated campaigns. This screams to Amazon, hello, I'm back, I'm serious, and I want to get in front of my readers right now. So, third, let's get strategic. Head over to your KDP reports, your dashboard, and export your prior 30-day sales report. This spreadsheet is pure gold. Sort it by ad attributed revenue and find the ASINs that took the biggest hit whilst your ads were paused. These are your heavy hitters that lost visibility. For these specific books, go into their campaigns and bump the bids by about 10% just for the next 5 days. This isn't about spending more money. It's about aggressively clawing back the search rank and the visibility that you lost. Most authors are going to do just step one and wonder why it takes weeks to recover. But we're smarter than that now. So why are there so many myths floating around about Amazon ads billing? And believing them will cost you precious time and sales. So let's just bust a few big ones right now. Amazon will email you before they pause your ads. The truth is they almost never do. While you might occasionally get a notification after the fact, the system is designed to pause your ads the instant the charge fails. Do not wait for an email to be your alarm bell. Number 2, Amazon support can just restart your ads for you. Nope. Not a chance. Billing issues trump everything, even human intervention. The support staff are great, but they cannot and will not bypass a hard-coded system requirement for a valid payment method. You have to cancel and rebuild all your campaigns after a pause. This is an absolute colossal waste of your time and data. Simply updating the payment method revives the exact same campaigns with all their valuable history, optimization and performance data perfectly intact. So do not throw that all away by starting from scratch. Debit cards work just fine for Amazon ads. The truth is, while some slip through the cracks temporarily, Amazon's system is built to prefer proper credit cards. They want to see a line of credit if you're running into constant payment issue, and that debit card is likely to be the saboteur. So what if the card keeps on failing after an update? So you've checked your card, you've checked the address, you've paid the balance, and it is still failing. So before you throw your laptop and your phone out the window, let's just try a couple more things. Log into your online banking portal. Pull up the complete billing address on file. Now compare it character for character with what you've entered in Amazon. And I mean exactly. A single missing hyphen, a difference between sweet and ste dot, can be enough to trigger a decline. This is a big one. Call your bank, get a human on the phone, tell them you're trying to make charges to Amazon Marketplace and that you need them to be whitelisted. Sometimes overzealous fraud filters at the bank are a real culprit, mistakenly blocking legitimate charges from Amazon, and a quick phone call can often resolve this instantly. And fourth, the classic tech support fix. Clear your browser's cache and cookies. It's rare, but sometimes an old, stale data in your browser can mess up the submission process. Give it a fresh start, re-enter the card details one more time, and let's just see if it sticks. Let's just boil this all down to the absolute essentials so you never have to see a sales graph cliff dive again. Just remember this. Ads pause the instant that the payment fails, not when your budget runs out and not when you get an email. It's immediate and it is ruthless. Bookmark your payment settings page in the Amazon Ads console. Make it a favorite. You need to get there in seconds, not minutes. Always keep 2 payment methods on file, a primary and a backup from different banks. This is your non-negotiable insurance policy. Try to remember to update your card info the day you get a new one, and don't put it off. Don't wait, make it a habit. Watch your current balance like a hawk, and when you're scaling ads hard, knowing when that charge is about to hit. Drill these 5 things into your brain and you will sleep soundly through your next launch. Your royalties will keep on flowing, your sales will keep on climbing, and you won't have to give those silent, deadly ad pauses a second thought. And that is it, my friends. This is a complete disaster-proof playbook for Amazon Ads billing. You fix that toggle once, you set up that critical backup, and you keep your campaigns alive and kicking. If this video has saved your launch or just cleared up some major confusion, do me a favour and smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe for more KDP war stories, insider tips and practical advice that actually keeps your books selling. And don't forget to grab that Notion marketing template I mentioned, because you never know the next time that you need to manage those Amazon ads, and it could even be tonight. I'll see you in the next one. See you. Bye.